welcome back to the Journey to the FarLands. All right. Wow. I had actually kind of forgotten that I parked in such a place as this. How about that? All right. I guess I got caught up and it was kind of on the late side here. See, now I have to figure out exactly how it is I'm supposed to get down because I don't remember just offhand. Well, I could go ahead and, no, if I cut the tree down. Yeah, here we go. That'll do it. Just staircase my way down. Here we go. All right. I guess that's about as well protected as it can get. All right, and we're headed that way. How convenient. Alrighty. Oh, that's right. Treacherous terrain around here. Now I remember. Yeah. Lots of holes in the ground here. Alrighty. Anyway, here we go. Onwards to the FarLands. Marching towards, or, well, maybe not marching, but casually strolling, exploring the scenery and so on, headed towards the FarLands in beta 1.7.3, enjoying this classic, awesome beta terrain generation. I didn't check to see what I had on me here before leaving. Looks like we're good to go. Alright. So, here we are. This is the morning of the 319th Minecraft day since leaving spawn. And the world size report. Now here's one that I have waited for an opportunity to do. This one, the world size, is 4,013.58 megabytes. Which means that the interim world size goal that I set some time back around, I think, episode 64 or something like that, that goal has finally been reached. And the live stream of F3ness is coming to a Twitch channel near you this Saturday, March the 25th. And I'm thinking 3 p.m. Central Daylight Time, because in the evenings, internet for me generally turns to something very thick, slow-moving, and nasty. And that would make for a pretty much inability to stream after a while. Basically, my bandwidth goes down to the toilet, and it gets to the point where in the early evening hours, the so-called prime time hours, even trying to watch a YouTube video is very difficult, because YouTube will start downshifting the rate to, you know, I like to try to watch in 720. And YouTube will start downshifting it. First it's down to 480. And then next thing you know, I can't watch in better than 360p, and then all of a sudden it tries to downshift it to 240p, and I draw the line pretty much there, and it's really infuriating when it tries to downshift the bitrate down to 144p. Have you ever watched a YouTube video at 144p? Try it sometime. Click the little gear icon and change the bitrate down to 144p, the resolution, or whatever you call it. I guarantee you, you will wonder how anybody gets anything out of a video at that rate. You know, how you could possibly enjoy watching a video that low, that's at that kind of a bit rate or resolution or whatever it's called. Resolution, I know that. Anyway, but that's what happens. And I know why it's doing it, because it's detecting basically that I'm having problems receiving the video at the speed that it was originally set at, and so it's trying to downshift it so as to be able to continue playing the video instead of a whole lot of stop-start for buffering and whatnot. And while that makes a certain amount of sense, really, 144p, I would actually be okay with buffering, especially if pausing the video to let it buffer would work like it used to. See, it used to be, you load a video, and if your internet couldn't handle the whole thing, then what you do is pause the video, and the entire video would would buffer, and then you could continue watching and watch the whole thing all the way through. Now, when you pause the video, it stops buffering. And I don't know why they made that change, but it's really annoying, because then you can't just let the video buffer and get the whole thing there, so that then you can go ahead and watch it knowing there's not going to be any stops or slowdowns. You know? Never quite got why they did it that way. But that's what they've done. So, in response to this thing, what it does, when my internet gets really clogged up and slowed down, instead of just letting me buffer the thing so that I can, like, let it sit there for 5 or 10 minutes and buffer and get the whole thing there, then what they do is they just downshift the thing. They just keep downshifting and downshifting until they've got the quality set down so low that there's no point in trying to watch it at all, because there's nothing there but some overly blurred out huge pixels. And who wants to watch that? I don't. Oh boy. Anyway, that's probably more than enough of me ranting about my super slow internet, or crapnet, as I sometimes call it. Yeah. But that's why I don't want to try to stream during prime time, because I just don't have the internet to support it. And it's one of the reasons I don't stream very much, because I know the best time to stream is prime time, but it's not going to be a very worthwhile effort if you don't have enough upload rate to upload it to stream at a quality anybody would be willing to watch. And over the years, people and folks in general, and others that seem to really be almost kind of snobbish about video quality settings, they get to the point where they say, okay, if you can't do it in 1080p 60 frames per second, I'm not even going to think about watching it. Well, okay, if that's what you say. But, you know, some of us actually have good reason for not uploading or streaming in super high qualities like that, because our internet won't support it. You know, I don't upload in 1080p for that kind of a reason. There's been people that have asked me, you know, why don't you do 1080p 60? Because the video file would be so big that it might take 6 or 7 hours to upload. You know, I mean, I know folks that can, I am aware of folks and acquainted with folks who are able to upload 1080p 60 frames per second videos that are half an hour long or longer in 5 or 10 minutes. But it would take me 5 or 10 hours to upload such a video. That's just why I don't do it. Yeah. And, oh, come on. The sun's going down. It's night. You see? Oh, boy. Rant, rant, ramble, 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 rant. Yeah, I know. Oh, anywho, I don't know why it is, but it does seem like almost everything I say in the last few days has turned into something of a almost rant. I don't know why, but it seems to kind of go that way fairly often in recent days. I guess it's just that there's so many things that kind of trigger me a little bit, but what the heck. If nothing else, it's something to talk about. Like this crazy terrain here, this crazy lake coming in here, and these mountains with sheer cliffs or hills or whatever they are. Probably hills. They're not really tall enough to be mountains. That one is. And it looks like that one is. Anyway, as for the length of the stream, that's just going to kind of depend. One of the factors is going to be how long it takes to find what I would consider to be a suitably epic or appropriate place from which to do the F3 moment. Oh, I love that sound. Oh, yeah. It's so much better than that. You can't almost hardly hear it. Little sound that they used in the that they've got using in the modern Minecraft. I love that sound. The old sound that it used to make. And yeah. And that reminds me, I've been working lately on trying to get my resource pack updated, because I've found that one of the side effects of moving my single player world into 1.9 and soon into 1.10 and 1.11 and so on is that some of the sounds don't work like they used to in the thing. And I don't know why I hadn't noticed it before, because I play on the modern versions all the time on Hermitcraft. And yeah, for some reason the sound changes don't quite work the way they used to. At least not all of them. I mean, I've got the old Hertz sound in that pack, in that resource pack, and it works just fine in 1.11 and even 1.12. Or, well, 1.11.2, excuse me, not 1.12. Or even the snapshot that Hermitcraft is on right now. It works fine. The Hertz sound, that is. And the bow sound. But for some reason I can't get the door sounds to work. And I think I've pretty much figured out why, because they changed something about the resource pack format or structure or something like that. And a lot of the sounds are now embedded in some sounds.json file. And I have no idea. I don't know the first thing about JSON files. And how all that works and how the game is handling that in terms of a resource pack. So I'm having to get all that stuff figured out so that I can get my resource pack updated to work completely to a point that satisfies me in the current version of Minecraft. I really want to get that updated because I'm going to be in the current version of Minecraft in my single player world before too awfully long. 1.9, the move to 1.9.4 was just the first step. And I anticipate a month, maybe a month and a half before that world is once again in the current version. Yeah. It's always interesting when the leaves render in first before the trees do. That's kind of odd looking. Let's see if I can get around this. Looks like it. Yeah. Water goes on for quite a ways here. Okay. Let us continue onward. Moving faster on a boat because boats are faster than walking. I think they're probably almost as fast as a minecart. I'm not really certain. I haven't actually taken the time to do the Minecraft science necessary to measure it. Perhaps I will sometime, now that I think about it. Just to find out how fast is the boat, how fast is the minecart. I know the walking speed. I actually looked that one up. 4.317 blocks per second is how fast you walk in Minecraft without sprinting. At least that's how fast you walk in the older beta versions of Minecraft. I'm pretty sure it feels like about that same speed in the modern versions. But anyway. Pardon the mute. Yeah, right. Okay. Well, let's see. I know I haven't done an episode in this series for like, what is it, 3 or 4 days now? I figure I'm recording this about, I think I started about 10 after 2 this morning, recording this episode on the morning of the day it gets published. And that's probably about 4 days since the previous one. I've been doing a lot of things, several new episodes in the single player world, new Hermitcraft stuff, and then of course the TFC Modcraft, the FTB Insanity, and the Direwolf 21.7.10 pack. New stuff coming out in all of those. And yeah. And probably when I finish recording and editing this episode, I will more than likely be recording something else. I'm not sure quite what yet, while this one renders and uploads. So if I'm going to do it while there's an upload going on, it won't be any kind of multiplayer or anything. It'll have to be a single player series. But yeah, something like that will be going on. I've been, I don't know, I just feel like I've got a whole lot going on as far as stuff that I'm doing. And I am really getting a lot of enjoyment out of it. I'm having more fun with it than I've had in a while, and it's really great. Okay. Get this back. I don't know why it is, but some reason clicking out the ingredients in a crafting recipe, I can't seem to talk and do that at the same time. I wonder if other people have that kind of a problem. I should probably pick up some wood sometime soon-ish. If not this episode, then certainly the next. Yeah, okay. Oh boy. Anyway, here I am sailing into the sunset when I should probably be looking out for a place to do the sleeping platform. It looks like I can do that on the beach. How about if I take a slight detour and do that little chore here upon the ice? Yeah. Makes a good deal of sense to me. Get a good shot at all that. That looks pretty good. Okay. Ah, gotcha, Minecraft. You're not telling me it isn't too late. It isn't late enough to sleep now. And use the boat to get over here to shore and continue onward. Oh boy. And the weather has been so much better lately. There's been 60 and 70 degree days again, and as a matter of fact, just the other day, the temperature actually went up to 80 degrees, actually a little bit over 80 degrees. And while normally I really don't like the temperature being up that high, oh cool. Oh yeah, here we go. Thumbnail. Yeah. Now, how difficult is it going to be to get down? Not very. It only cost about a half a heart. Well, anyway, what was I saying? That's annoying. Yes, a lot of things are annoying. Anyway, no, seriously, you're saying something, you get distracted by who knows what, anything, and then when you get the thing dealt with, you try to put your attention back where you were talking at, and it sometimes takes you a little while to remember just exactly what it was you're saying, which kind of makes you wonder how important it was what you were saying. I don't know. Oh boy. Okay. Get away from this really, really slow swimming. I mean, what is this water made of jello or something? Is that why it's so slow to swim in? The jello waters of Minecraft. Alright, here we go. And we rock onwards. Okay. I don't remember what it was I was talking about before when I interrupted myself to get down from that hill and take the screenshot. Anyway, I mean, I'll find out when I'm editing the video, but by then it'll be too late. You know, there is one thing that has occurred to me recently as I was looking at Twitch and so on and making sure that my channel was set up and making sure that everything is set up for streaming or whatnot. I was looking at my Twitch channel, and it's occurred to me, in all the time that I've had that channel, I have never come up with any form of, well, I guess you call it channel art, a banner or image for the top of the channel that folks see when they go to the channel. And why did I come up on this? Ugh. Yeah. That, one of those, you know, and I don't know. I have sat around a lot trying to come up with ideas for what to use as a channel banner on Twitch. And frankly, I'm no good at coming up with ideas for things like that. It took me forever to come up with a channel banner for the gaming channel, and frankly, the only reason I have one at all is because, oh crap, is because somebody made one that looked really good and sent it to me, and you know, for me to use as a channel banner, and that was great. But I've spent many hours pondering the puzzle of the channel banner, and I have not come up with any kind of a solution at all. And I know it looks terrible with that default banner, that default Twitch banner. It looks awful. And I think that's at least partly because it is just a flat colored thing with the Twitch name and logo all over it. I mean, that's great for Twitch, but it doesn't do very much to identify it as a channel that's associated with me. I don't know. I'll eventually come up with something, either that or I'll cobble together some really probably awful looking image that features pictures of epic Minecraft terrain and a green hairy eyeball, or some Kerbal Space Program rockets or something, and throw that up there and call it good enough. I don't know. I could easily do something like that, you know. I can do enough with GIMP and whatnot to pull off something like that. Wow, going through the boats today. That's okay. Like I said, they're faster. And I'm cool with that, especially when there's a lot of water to cross. Let's see if I can get around this. See if the shoreline continues forward or if it curves around and tries to trap you in a cove or something. Sneaky terrain. Pardon me as I ramble on in 18 different directions at the same time. Oh boy. I love this terrain. I mean, the gravel beaches. I don't know if they were intended or not, but it's cool to run into a nice big stretch of gravel beach every now and then. It really is. It's nostalgic, if nothing else. And sometimes I think Minecraft developers, the folks at Mojang, which while they have done a lot of really great work with Minecraft, I think sometimes maybe they lose touch a little bit with the fact that a lot of us, there is a lot of players out there that really miss the older terrain generation because it was epic in many ways. And that compared to it, a lot of modern terrain gen, it looks a lot more, well, sometimes actually almost bland by comparison. I don't know. I don't suppose it's always that way, and it could just be a matter of I might think that because of some of the world seeds that I've looked at and tried to play in and whatnot. Oh, what do we got here? Loving it. All right. Changed my mind. New thumbnail. Yeah. And I'm saying that in the video so that will remind me. That's the thumbnail for this one. Oh, epic. Absolutely. You gotta love that beta terrain, Jen. Oh, and the mute. Oh boy. I don't know what it is about the coughing thing. I can go all day without coughing or without even feeling like I might cough eventually. But start up a game and get out the microphone and the headset and, you know, bang, there you go. All of a sudden it's Cough City. Weird, strange, not a whole lot in the way of rhyme or reason to it. But there is a bit of rhyme or reason here. Right there. I need to build this into something that will pass as an overnight fortress. Alright, maybe not quite a fortress, but something that will be sufficiently secure for staying overnight, because it is that time. Okay. Alright, let's get the bed down. And another light up there. Get this out. And it's time for boats and beds. Alright, 3 beds. And 3 boats. Get rid of that. Take that back. Okay, that should be it. Alright, anyway, the live stream of F3ness cometh soon. And that'll like as in this weekend. I'm hoping I will have another episode of Journey to the FarLands out between now and then, but we all know that you never know how that's actually going to happen or not. In the meantime, thanks for watching. Take it easy. I am out of here.